beautification of the world. To maximize beauty, minimize the flaws.
Cosmetology is a huge spectrum of things. Cosmetology is anatomy and physiology. Cosmetology is chemistry. Cosmetology is math. Cosmetology is technical. You have to know all of those things.
It's really fun, and you can't just get in it to get in it. You have to have a passion for it. If you really love doing hair and making people feel better about themselves, I think you should join cosmetology.
Cosmetology, in one word to me, is amazing. A lot of amazing people and amazing opportunities and amazing learning.
It's almost like a privilege to be able to do Cosmo. It's a privilege to be in here.
Cosmetology is amazing, but I don't think that's good enough for someone that loves to do hair. So I think cosmetology is super amazing.
They will learn as far as anatomy, physiology, the structure of the hair and the nails and the skin. It's in depth, it's not. And even sometimes the teachers will come in and say, "Oh my goodness, you teach that?" Well, yeah, I teach pretty deep. In the cosmetology program, you learn haircuts, you learn perms, color applications, foiling, you learn manicures, pedicures, nail enhancements, eyelash extensions, facials, waxing, roller sets, comb outs, curling irons. They learn to work a Marcel iron, blow drying, the proper way to blow dry with a round brush. Oh my goodness.
We get in a circle sometimes in this classroom, and we'll walk up to each other and shake our hands, tell them our names and what we like about them, if their hair looks good, their eyes are pretty, they got a good outfit on, stuff like that.
But we learned how to talk, how to communicate to our client, about the client consultation, about basic formulation for coloring, just about how to carry yourself as a stylist.
We're gonna go out there, we have to know how to treat people, how to greet people, and we have to know how to talk to them, and the way we talk to them is important because we don't want to offend our customers, of course, and we want them to feel like they're home, like they're safe with us, and we want them to see that we're confident, because if we're confident, everything's okay.
You have to mix up color, you have to know angles for haircuts, you have to know about allergies that people can have, you have to know about
business, money management. It's very cross-curricular because it's math, it's science. There are students that I know have come through that struggled a little bit in chemistry, but were able to master those concepts related to the chemistry concepts in cosmetology and bring that back to their chemistry class.
So every Thursday, clients would come in for a couple of hours. We did their hair, we colored their hair, or we cut their hair. I could have done something wrong, but Ms. Tindall was there to guide me.
I didn't know how to do that. You know, how to talk to people, how to build relationships with the client, for them to trust you. So that was something that I really liked about the program. And again, Ms. Tindall was there every step of the way in case we did need the help. But if we didn't and we were comfortable doing it on our own, you could do it on your own too.
the safety. When you use your tools, you have to know about sanitation so that you don't spread diseases. You have to know when to refer somebody to a physician, when you can work on them, when you can't. So you have to know a lot of things. You're not just a hairstylist, you're all those things.
The fact that they're already kind of starting that exploration process and experiencing real world and experiencing the successes and the failures, and how can they be better at their craft, how can they be better at their skill, so that when they do leave our building and get in the real world, they've already gone through a lot of the process to where they can be very, very good at their craft.
You have to know the basics first, and then you can play or experiment with them. And had we not had the opportunity to take that at the high school, we wouldn't have those skills.
Yeah, everything just goes back to those first 2-3 years that we were there. And, you know, everything changes, so it comes back. You forget you know it, it comes back. So it's just a cycle, but definitely those 3 years are the most important, and always go back to those.
I have gone every year since it started for color, refreshers, and haircuts.
I got a strong foundation in the cosmetology program at the high school, and now being here in the salon, just being able to broaden that out. And if I didn't have that foundation, I would not be able to do anything that I'm doing right now. So,
I believe the biggest misconception about cosmetology is that it's only for students that can't go to college, that can't make it to college.
I think people do think it's a blow-off class, and they think, oh, you know, I'm just going to get in there, and then you're wasting your time if you get in here and you don't want to actually do it. You know, it's just something you have to have a passion for.
So I currently work here at Salon, Chic and Boutique in Huntsville, Texas, and I'm also a chemistry major at SAM.
One of the misconceptions that the students have is that we don't just do hair, we have to learn to be professionals, be salon ready, communication, client consultations, and being able to work with the public, being able to walk up to somebody and shake their hand.
I think that people think that we don't do a lot of work, but it's a lot more than even I thought it was. Like, you have to learn a lot more to go into it.
They have to understand that it's not just wanting to do things, it's like you have to be passionate about it. If not, then it won't work out, because you have to it takes time, effort, and you have to keep trying. Even though if you get it wrong the first time, you have to just keep trying.
And actually got my license in high school. It's one of the best opportunities that I have ever had. I was able to go in to do hair immediately after graduating high school, along with going into college. Here at SAM, I got my business degree.
Well, I want to go to college, and while I'm attending college, I want to work at a salon, build up my clientele, and eventually open up my own salon.
To me, it's about the experience and the relationships that are made and the skills that are taught, so that when they leave us, whether they go to college, whether they go to the workforce, whether they go to the military, they already have a set of skills that are going to separate them from everybody else. And I think our Cosmo kids are absolutely a prime example of that occurring here at Huntsville High School.
You know, you'll never have to depend on anyone else to do anything for you, because you can make thousands of dollars doing hair. You know, these girls and guys will have the opportunity to always fend for themselves. You know, they'll always have a job. You know, there's definitely job security with cosmetology. You know, people are always going to need their hair done.
I think this is a special place because I've seen a lot of people graduate from here and do great things, like big things.
Yes, I love the cosmetology program because at a young age you're able to leave high school with, I'm going to say a skill or a trade, but what we've been able to do is make it a career. So had we not had that opportunity at our high school at that time, we would have gone to school somewhere else, but it would have been a lot more money. So it's awesome that Huntsville offers that for young students, so that way, again, they can leave with a trade or skill, but that it can also become a career, or they can make something more out of it.
Yeah, 100%. That program really did help me become a good hairstylist. It pretty much taught me the basics, and now being here is teaching me even more. So I'm just going off of what she taught me and bringing it more here.
Again, I don't think any of this would have happened had we not gone to Cosmo there.
I'm heartfelt about cosmetology, so anytime I have a student that's heartfelt about it, it's just awesome. You know, it makes me warm all inside.
It makes me so happy to know that my customers like what I do or love what I do, just because that's what I like doing, and I know I'm doing it right when they like it.
Miss Tindall makes me want to come to school every day. And she makes me want to do better. And her passion for doing hair, I see it in her eyes, and it makes me want to be as good. And her doing that and her teaching me in the way she teaches, and she just creates such a wonderful environment for everybody. And she, like I said, she makes me want to come to school every day. This is why I do. I come for her, and I strive to be better for her. And when I do get my license, I want to say I did it. I made it, and I had Miss Tindall's help to do it.
I love our motto of this school, productive citizens. to grow productive citizens. And I feel that's what my goal has always been as a cosmetology teacher.